how proud when I see all the young women who are making and reporting the news. If I did anything to help that happen, that's my legacy.
Thank you, Barbara Walters, for all that hard work at Maxine's. This is Today on NBC.
You can scratch your back and point. This cost me $6 wholesale.
We're back. And so, in a way, is our next guest.
Like I was a crook. Can you imagine living your whole life like that? And even, you know what really pissed me off more than anything was Barbara Walters.
Her contract for a rumored $1 million a year.
She showed up in that newsroom ready, but she knew her co-anchor did not want her.
Barbara Walters, bring you the news.
Was Barbara Walters, because I always thought, wow, there's a woman journalist. She's very talented. She's smart. She supports women working and everything. And she turned tabloid on me with that interview with your dad and Nick. And how dare she do that to me?
Not that it was all sunshine and Valentine's.
Daphne did the same thing. Daphne did the same thing to me too. Daphne did the same thing. Daphne did the same thing to me too.
Daphne?
Daphne, yes, the German reporter that we worked with like a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. She turned tabloid on you, definitely. To try to get Michael Jackson stuff. Yeah. Try to get crap. Yeah, that's what they do.
Trying to get me that, saying that Michael did this and Michael did that. And I'm like, stop putting words in my mouth. Michael never did nothing.
I feel really guilty about one thing about Michael. I have to tell you.
Let us go on. In those days.
Why don't we get serious?
Well, because I think people are still, I am serious. People are interested in you. People are still trying to understand you. I'm sorry you find that you find these questions unserious.
I met her first at a concert.
Have you changed in your feelings about women? The way you treat women, the way you think of women?
Well, I know there was a time in my life I used to hit women. And I must say, I know I haven't hit anyone in 4 years.
Why'd you hit women?
They pissed me off. I'm sorry to say that. I know emotionally inside of me because I was weak.
Of Andrew Tate hitting to women, part 1.
You know my ideas? You want to know my ideas? That's right, lock the door, you knew I was going to beat the out of you. If you behaved, I wouldn't have to hit you, would I?
They pissed me off.
You don't. Get out. You can't stay in there forever.
I know emotionally inside of me because I was weak. That's really the reason. I was weak. When it's so easy, I could have got up and walked away. But I was drunk or high. And I thought that was the macho thing to do, you know? I'm ashamed of all that. And I apologized to all of them and made amends. I thought I had. I mean, I made the effort to make amends.
I was on my own planet, I think. In fact, the only tangible thing that I had left in my life was my career. It's the only thing I hadn't destroyed. I destroyed my relationship with my family, with my friends, and the only thing I hadn't destroyed was my career, and it was still there, and I hated the fact that it was still there.
Did you cancel engagements?
I cancelled Christmas. I cancelled everything. I cancelled, you know, if you'd have done this, you said when you walked in this room, we were supposed to do this 9 years ago.
Yes.
You'd have come all the way here, you'd have set up in this room, I would have been upstairs in the bedroom, and I would have said, no, I'm not coming down.
So if I had interviewed you years ago, I would have done a lot of talking and I would have gotten monosyllables back.
No, you wouldn't have got monosyllables. You would have gotten someone very crafty, someone who would have, you know, and I was, you know, I would have been, not monosyllabic, but it would have been a lot of untrue stuff coming out. I mean, I used to do don't take drug commercials, and I used to do don't drink commercials.
And I don't question my interior. My exterior is unimportant.
Will you take this jacket off and show the dress?
If I win.
When you did the David Letterman show, you sang with Sonny.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you feel that night that it kind of washed away a lot of the past feelings? I mean, for most of us, it was so nostalgic.
Well, I'll tell you something, that the electricity in that room that night was unbelievable, and I was really just having a good time. And I can forgive Sonny anything when we're working together, you know, because we did have a great time together.
As you can read in my best-selling book,
audition where I write about having a no-holds-barred sexual affair with a black man.
Do you want the exact page number? Should I underline it?
169. Not a coincidence. Where we showered ourselves in Stoli peppered vodka till the light of the morning sun.
Can I ask you something? How do you think that you will spend your time after leaving The View?
Well, I've accomplished so much in my career, but there are certain things that I feel like I've missed out on. Ordinary things. Like, I'd like to get a Costco card. I'd also like to visit the theme park, Magic Mountain, with my beloved and trusted companion, Cha-Cha.
In a moment, Joan Rivers. Can we talk? Let's talk about Joan Rivers, controversial, cutting comedian extraordinaire.
And what's the most extreme kind of plastic surgery that you've heard of?
Oh, vaginas now. They're tightening their vaginas. Well, vaginas can get loose.
I see.
And if you've had a couple of children and, you know, and you're in an earthquake and you suction yourself something to the floor, it's time to tighten. They actually take skin and tighten it and make it smaller and tighter.
I never thought I would ask you this question, Joan. Have you had your vagina tightened?
Why bother? Why bother? There's no hope, Barbara. No, vagina tightening came in after this hotel closed.
I have no more words. And I came in to scold her. And I said, how can you watch this? And look what she's doing. And she said, oh, Mommy, where's your sense of humor? Things happened. Betty White,
yeah.
She's the oldest at 89.
Oh, my God, we must drink a lot.
You consciously made the decision not to have your own children. Why didn't you want children?
I just felt that I was committed to my career.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed my career. I loved kids. I still enjoy them like mad, but I'm afraid I would be a terribly compulsive mother. That would be my whole focus. And I didn't think I would do a good job of that.
Justin Bieber, she's the youngest at 60.
Mm-hmm.
He is cute.
He is adorable.
Cute. The Jersey Shore, the whole cast. I didn't get to interview the Queen, but I was able to get the Jersey Shore. That was an experience. Sandra Bullock, who predicts doom, pessimistic about her life.
Really?
Jennifer Lopez, I'll show you a little bit of that.
Okay.
And Sarah Palin. For the third year we have, but who's counting? And also, how could you be part of a cutting-edge news department for 38 years? Not that it was all sunshine and Valentine's. True, I was the first female co-host of a network news program, but it's also true that I was a flop. As you heard, my male co-host didn't want a partner.
She knew her co-anchor did not want her.
Harry Reasoner, Barbara Walters, bring you the news.
And neither did the audience. I was drowning, I was gasping for air, and then someone threw me that life preserver called Specials, with the biggest stars in news and show business, and I learned how to swim again. And finally, how proud when I see all the young women who are making and reporting the news. If I did anything to help that happen, that's my legacy. So now, having had this amazing career, how can I just walk away and say goodbye? This way, from the bottom of my heart to all of you with whom I have worked and to all of you who have watched and been at my side for so many years, I can say thank you, but then who knows what the future brings? Maybe instead of goodbye, I should say à bientôt, which in French means see you later. So, à bientôt. But wait, I can never leave without doing a plug, right? So I'd like to give a plug.